everyone. Let me know if you can see me or hear me. If you saw the little snippet, I was running Dennis out of the room. So, let me know if you can see me and hear me by thumbs up, hey, something. And we buffer. All right, Stephen, thank you. We got some special little things for you tonight. Hi, Tom. The others will be gathering soon. Hi, Katia. Katia, do you ever go to Fringe? It's up there in Canada. I don't know exactly where at in Canada, but have you ever been to the Fringe convention? Fringe Element Tatters is what it's called. Or have you been to Lodi up at Finger Lakes, New York? Hi, Pam. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Marie. I'm a little tired tonight. It's been a rough day, to say the least. No, you won't. Don't even say that. Pick it when you misspell things. It gives me a good laugh. I don't get to laugh enough. Yeah, since the last class, I was really working it here at the house. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. If Teresa Woods comes into class tonight, ask her. She would know more than I would. But a lot of people have said they're not on the web anymore. But that doesn't mean, have you looked on Facebook? They used to have a Facebook group. Yeah, it's on my end, Jeremy. I'm sitting here watching the super spin of death go on. It takes a while, I guess, for it to just get busy and do its job. It's as slow as a 7-year itch tonight. You can type faster on your laptop. All right. Yeah, Stephen, I think it's as Dennis worked on it today, and there seems to be a setting on the new download and we can't use it right now because I got to do something with the YouTube channel. And because I already had the system set up for classes, it sort of kind of didn't like it. Hi, Janella. So it'll catch up like it did this afternoon because I'm running 100 megabytes per second. So, yeah, we're whizzing right now, and it's saying it's not getting enough video to maintain a smooth stream. Yeah, it's got headaches. You was at the IOLI convention in Montreal? Cool. Cool. I know we're lagging to the chat, so. But it'll catch up. Have all the faith in the world. All right. That's my buddy. I did find my samples today after class. I went on the hunt and I remembered where I put them. The thing is, we are undergoing right now, we're trying to clean out the storage shed. We got all the stuff from the estate taken to a consignment shop. So I got a third of a storage room back. I've still got craft stuff over there that's got to be weeded through and donated and put in the shop and so forth. Plus, I pulled out fabrics and beads and things like that so that I can go through it all. And so, yeah, it's a mess. French Facebook was shut down in 2020. I wonder why. I'll find out. I'll do some research and find out what's going on with it. I know a lot of people from the United States went to Fringe. So Bernice and Jane Kaiser, they live there over there and they go to Fringe. So I'll check with them. Hi, Harla. Yeah, it just ain't working, Jeremy. I'm trying. I'm doing everything I can. I'd do a cartwheel or two, but I might throw out a hip. Just saying, I'm not no spring chicken anymore. I haven't been for quite some time. Although, I will tell you all a funny, okay? The other day, I was up in the bunk above me. That's where our storage is kept. And I had pre-cut bags to sew up there, right? Well, Dennis was in the dining area and he was working and he was in a conference. See if that helps. All right, there we go. Let's see if it'll catch up now. Looks like it's going to. Give it a minute. I've never been to Canada. I don't know anything about it. I just know people that live there. I have not been in anywhere outside the United States. I don't even own a passport. Hi, Lingo. Well, come on, YouTube. Let's get with it. It's still stuck. Dennis, it's stuck.
I don't know what to tell you. It's not done.
Hi, Kaylin. I don't know what to do. This is not good. It is permanently stuck.
Guess I just need to stop messing with it, because apparently I'm making it work.
Yeah, because I can't do anything. They can hear me, but it's not doing anything. Is it still buffering on y'all's end? If it is, I'm going to have to stop the stream and send you a link to the new stream. Because this is getting ridiculous. You can hear and see me. Is it buffering? Because on mine, I am just dead in the water. Is it? Can you see me moving and stuff? Hi, Corinne. And it's running commercials? It's not supposed to be during a live feed. It's running commercials? Now, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. It is not supposed to run commercials while we're live. This is crazy. Okay, let me see what I can do about stopping these commercials. Okay, let's see what it does now. I cut them off. But it's not supposed to do that. Yeah, Pam, it is a YouTube glitch because it's not supposed to run commercials during a live stream. It only does it on the replay. And I stopped it on my end, and commercials are still going, aren't they? This is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. I don't know. Thank you, Katia. Let me change cameras and see if that helps. This is crazy. I never in my life. Now I'm down shot onto the desktop. You should see the back side of a paper. Yeah, they'll click the commercials will run before the actual stream's time start. Yeah, the more likes, the less commercials. That's funny. Yeah, the video's paused. I don't know why. I don't know what it's doing. You can see and hear now. Left and came back, and you can see and hear now. All right, I've got this on the down shot. What you should see is the back side of a piece of paper. Okay, Tasneem. See, if I go out, it ends the stream. I can't leave. All right, are you seeing the back side of the paper? Somebody tell me if you see the back side of the paper. My hands are on the down shot waving at you. You can? All right, so my screen's all screwy. Y'all's is working, so we're going to get on with this, okay? All right, before we go any further, I got a few things I want to show you. All right, first of all, remember earlier today I was telling you about the thread sizes. Well, here is my little notes, and as you can see, they're yellowed from age. I took and marked an inch on my little index cards, and then I tatted up and I laid my threads down and counted how many stitches per 1 inch. And I did that for every type of thread that I had on hand. And as you can see, I got Aunt Lydia's, I got Elizabeth 80, Anchor, I've got DMC, Coordinate, Chronic, Sibylla, Pearl, all that. And like I said, I tatted it up, marked my 1 inch mark, and I counted those stitches. And that's what you can use when it calls for you to place so many stitches inside of a picot, like we did earlier today. You know, you're attaching to it. That way you'll know how big your picot needs to be based on how many stitches you have. Okay? So you can use these in your journal, and then you can always reflect back. As long as you've got it in tablet form, you can reflect back. Another thing that I did, this is years ago, and I'm going to redo all this. When I was doing chain theory, I was doing different types of chains, and I was making notes on how to do these chains so that if I wanted to use it, I could. All right? If I needed to know how to do it, I could, because the instructions were there. These are things that will go into your tatting journal. Now, this is what those little plastic index card binders look like. That they have them on Amazon. They're like $6. You don't have to buy one of these. You can if you want. If you don't, you don't have to. Get you a pack of index cards that's got the holes. The back side doesn't have lines. The front side does. Now you can get it in 3x5 or 4x6 sizes. It's up to you. Then they have these little binder clips that you can attach and make your own ring binder to put your little index cards in. Or if you plan on making a big journal, get you a couple of these. They sell these at Michael's over in the paper crafting part and in the office supply stores. These are 2-inch rings that you would just basically run it through these little loops and make you a binder. And then you just flip through. Okay? So there are some ideas. But next week we're going to get into making our own from scratch. So, and we'll be using these little rings here. So next week, get you a cereal box, okay? Get you some paper at the Dollar Tree, wrapping paper, cards, whatever you want. Something to decorate your cereal box. All right? Doesn't have to be nothing fancy, but something you like. All right, and get you a pack of index cards. Now, Dollar Tree also has them with the spiral bound on it. You can get one of those, okay? And you can use that. But I will tell you from experience, where it's perforated up here at the top where the rings are, the more you use it, that perforation does wear. Okay? I don't know why, but it does. And eventually your little index cards will start coming out, but that takes a long time. Not gonna lie to you, it takes quite a long time. So that's just food for thought, but now you know what I was talking about. Next thing, I know, thank you, Kaylin. Ann came in earlier, and she didn't know what ANCARS was. That's what I'll be teaching. But in this class, right now, it's too soon for y'all. But this is ANCARS, okay? This is an ANCARS tatted bracelet. You see how it's stacked and layered. That is ANCARS. All right? This, too, is ANCARS. This is a set of earrings. Let me show you. I can get them out of my little wrappers. Keep everything nice and neat that way. See? It's a ring-on-ring earring. Then we have this one here. This, too, is an ANCARS tatted earring. Okay? Let me show you this one. You see? Now, these are ANCARS tatting. All right? And Karina Mayfelt has given the class rights to all her patterns. And I will be teaching her patterns to the advanced tatters class. Okay? Now, here is another pair. I know you all are familiar with this. This is the pair of earrings, it's a set, that really did Karina in. Okay? Because people were giving away the pattern. And she was trying to make money off of this pattern. It was up for sale. And they pirated her pattern. And that just really upset her. But this is another pattern of hers. And this is ANCARS. Now, ANCARS looks technically hard. In all actuality, it's no harder than regular tatting. Okay? So, don't worry. You can do it. You can do anything you set your mind to. You just have to learn to take time and have patience with yourself. Anytime you're doing something that is new, it seems hard, but it's not. After you get the hang of it, it's like, whoa, that wasn't hard at all. It's very easy. So, ANCARS Teresa actually is not all rings. It does have chains in it. Who is it? I want to say Cat Wild, but I know that's not who I'm talking about. Angela Gamka. She teaches the full ANCARS course, or she used to. I don't know if she does anymore, but they do use chains in there for emphasis. So yeah, there is chains. It's mainly rings, but there is chains used for emphasis. We'll get into that when we get into the ANCARS. Now, on with the goodies. All right. Today, we're going to start our pattern for our round robin. And I come across something in the files that Georgia had set aside. And it's a round robin for beginners. So if you don't know what a round robin is, this will get you started. And that's what we're going to use. This centerpiece here is going to be the first rounds of our class round robin. All right? And then once we get this round robin completed, then we are going to use that for our backdrop. We're going to use it for our logo. We're going to use it for our header. We're going to change up everything throughout, everywhere. The Facebook group, the YouTube channel, everywhere is going to show the class's work. This is your work. And I think it should be the focal point of our logo and everything, because these classes is all about you. You're learning what you know. And what we're going to do, the way this is going to work, this was sent out with the email. Print it up. I want you to tat it up. Now, you may not know about stepping out of a round. There's a video for that. Go on the class channel. You will find it. You will step out with a split ring, a mock picot. And let's see. You'll have a split ring, a mock picot, go right into the chain. All right? And there is a video on it. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's up there. All right? And I show you how to step out of a round. Trust me, it is a lifesaver. You don't like tying it ends? That's a lifesaver. So I want you guys to start to work on this. But what I want you to tell me, the one that I'm going to be doing is the one we're going to put up on the site. But you are going to tell me what to tat. Okay? I'm not going to tat this without you telling me what is the next element. What is the next technique? What are we doing next? So get your little brains in gear. Think about it. And everybody has to come up with one thing every week. The one item, whether it be an element, a motif, or a technique. The one with the highest points, that's what we're going to use for that week. So if 10 of you vote for a split ring, that next round has to have split rings. All right? And during this process, it's going to show you how to come up with your own patterns for everyday use. Okay? So, do we want variegated threads like this? I've got some beautiful threads here. Okay? Yeah, I keep people supplied in thread, okay? Let's get real. We have many, many variegated threads to choose from. We have solids to choose from. What color do you think our piece should be in? Do you think we should use variegated threads? Do you think we should use solid colored threads? Do you think we should use light colored threads or dark colored threads? Remember, this is going up on the website. So think about that. Give me some input. What do you guys think? So this round robin was from the days at the Pink Pig chat room. Oh my gosh, that is way back, isn't it? I just happened to run across it. It was in its own little category, and I thought, well, let me go see what this is about. And I thought, that's perfect. And it is. It's perfect. Pam's got a raid or trash. She threw a cereal box away. All right, you vote bright variegated. Is this one here bright enough for you? Or do you want something like this? Or like this? Okay, variegateds are nice, but I think they distract from the design. All right, what if we use variegated rings and solid chains, or vice versa? See, this is stuff you have to take into consideration when you're designing. All the variegated. Right. Variegateds will make the climb outs very obvious. I agree that mix of variegated and solids. You love the second one. Okay, we're going to go through this. This is going to be 1, 2, 3. All right, out of those 3, any of those, knock your socks off. Awesome, Tesney. One. Okay, I got a vote for 1. Okay. Anybody else vote for 1? All right, Jackie likes 3. And we have somebody that likes the purple. Caitlin likes 2. All right, we got 2 votes on 3. 3 votes on 3. 4 votes on 3. 5 votes on 3. This one right here is looking to be the winner. It does have a bit of orange in it, Bernice. Yeah, it is a colorway. And it is one of the prettier colors that she's got. This is called Fruit Fizz. And everybody buys Fruit Fizz. And it tats up beautifully. Now, we can do an accent color in yellow. We can do an accent color in the orange. And we can do a burgundy or a lavender purple. Or we could do white. Just totally offset from the rest. So these rings stand out. Janelle saying purple. So 3's got it. This is the one we're going to do. Now tell me what the accent color is going to be. That's what I was thinking, Jeremy. Match it with the solid. And I do, when I buy variegated threads, I buy the matching colors. Hi, Irina. All right, a dark purple. Christy is saying the dark purple. Maria says white. Katia says purple. Steven says purple. Okay, do we want dark purple or light purple? Let me go down here and get my purples. We're going to move these off the table. And we're going to pull them out of the little wrapper. All right, there we go. Yeah, I got enough thread to float a battleship on. Let's get real. I could open my own thread factory. But I need it so I can teach you guys. Irina likes the lavender. Yeah, I'm a lavender girl myself. Light purple. Medium purple. I believe that one and that one is the same. Yeah, it is. And I do that too. All right. Now, let me get them all laid out, and I'll give you the numbers, okay? Hi, Bev. All right, now we're going to put that dead center. Dark purple's 1. This one is 2. That is one that coordinates. This one coordinates. Or wait a minute, no. 642. What number are you? That's 646. I got a 642 right here. All right. Dark purple, this one, and this one. It goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I've got two 642s. I got 624. I know I do. I just haven't found it yet. If y'all seen this bucket I'm digging in, you'd say, I can see why she ain't found it yet. I think that's it. Nope, that's 634. Here we go. You said it was 624. This is the 624. And 696, that's got to be that yellow. I can't find it right now. All right, this is the other one that's in the colorways. This one here and is number 139. It's called Fruit Fizz. This one and this one actually go with it. And this one, I think, no. This one, and this one actually go with that. All right. The 624, that's this one. All right, how many vote on this? This one here is, let me find the number on it. Maybe. $6.33. That's this number. Anybody vote for $6.33? If you don't, I'm putting it up. Everybody's saying $6.24. That's this one. Is that the two colors we want? There's 632. This is 624, 642, and 646. I don't think this one goes well with it. The 696 I have, but I can't find it. I mean, seriously, guys, this drawer is loaded over here. So we're going to put this one away. We're down to those three. I have to agree, the 642 really makes it pop. So let's move these two away and y'all look at it. What do you think, guys? Tell me what you think. This is all part of design. You've got to get your colors picked. You've got to get your pattern picked. You've got to work on it together, you know? Pam, are you going 624 or 642? How about we put those three together? Everybody's leaning towards this 624. If that's what y'all want, that's, yeah, 642 would soften the variegated. This will bring out the oranges. If you take that away, look what this does to this. And that right there, folks, is what can make or break a pattern. A solid white pattern stands on its own. A solid ecru stands on its own. But when you bring in color, you have to work that color so it's beneficial to the pattern. The reason I say that, how many of you looked at a pattern and said, oh my God, that's the most horrendous pattern I've ever seen? And then you see that same pattern in a different color and you fall in love with it. Think about that. How many of you have had that happen? Color can make or break a pattern. It works that way in crochet. It works that way in knitting. It works that way in needlepoint, embroidery. Anywhere you use colorways and threads and yarns, if your colors don't accent each other and play off of each other, you can ruin a really good pattern. Right, Jess, it does. And that is something you have to consider when you're discussing design. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with those two. Right, you're right, Teresa. The reflected light, and even this light I'm using, okay? Excuse me. It can change these colors. The best way to know if a color works together with another color, take it outside in the sunshine. If you have fluorescent lighting, that is the closest thing to sunlight that you can get. LED lighting is not the same, because LED lighting puts a yellow tinge on whatever you're looking at. Why it does that, I don't know. I'm not a chemist. But I look like in some LED lighting, I have to be careful with the lights that I use because it makes it look like I'm jaundiced. And I'm not. It's the lighting. So if you want true lighting in your home, fluorescent is the best way to go. And I've got fluorescent lighting in here. It's off to the side of me. So you're as close to the natural color as you can get on this video. However, unless you see it in person, you're not going to truly know what it is. I've bought threads in the past, and oh my gosh, that is the most gorgeous, beautiful thread I ever saw. And get it? And oh my God, I paid for that. It was not what I expected. And it all had to do with the lighting. Okay? It's like on the bags that I make, I'm very careful on my lighting to make sure I get the correct light. Okay? Right, Teresa, even fluorescent lighting can give different colors. And true fluorescent, though, does give the same UV lighting that the sun gives. Okay? And you don't see it very often. All right? The lights, the fluorescent lights you can get at Home Depot and Lowe's and Builder Supply, they're fluorescent lights, but the only ones that I've seen that give true color are the ones that are recessed in the ceiling in doctor's offices and hospitals. Why? Because they have to have true light. Because if someone has something going on with their skin, they need to be able to see what it's doing so they can diagnose it properly. So yes, they do use true lighting in a hospital setting. So we've picked our color. Again, it is Fruit Fizz. Let me turn it the right way. And the number is 139. This is size 20. So that's the color we're going to use. This will show up really pretty on the website too. It'll go with the color scheme we've got up there. By the way, folks, George's favorite color is pink. So we got some pinks in here. All right. Yeah, hot lights are good. Yeah, daylight fluorescent. Thank you, Katia. Right, Lingo. You have to. You have to use the right lighting because your lighting can make or break you. Now, if you're going to design something, you say, I want to sell this pattern, but I want to show it in its best color. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you, y'all weren't as snazzed up about this pair of earrings, but when I pulled out these purple ones, your eyes fell out of your head. And it's because of the colors that I used and the beads that I used that caught your eye. Now, this one here, it's pretty, it's subtle, but it doesn't have the flash that this one has got, but you liked it. This one here has a crystal in it. You didn't even catch the crystal because the gray was offsetting to you. And that's what I say. It can either make you or it can break you. So, now, we've got these three colors. We're going to start off with these two, the variegated, and we're going to use this. Now, when we do this center ring, we're going to have to work in our ends. So, our next class, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start the pattern. I want you guys to read over this pattern, okay? And I want you to pick you out some pretty colors. I want you to pick out colors you want to work with. All right? Because I want you to make your own. So you can say, I had a part in this. And look what I did. I want every one of you to know this is your work. This is not my work. I'm just going to be tatting it. If you tell me to tat it to the left, I'm going to tat it to the left. All right? So there you go. I'm following your instruction. You're going to teach the teacher. Okay? So, read through your pattern. Know this pattern. Get your thread. When it gives you these options, if you don't know how to do that option, we have a video. It's on the channel. The beginners video series, Tatting's video series, whatever. I put a link up under our resource header on YouTube links. I put the link up there. It's underneath our class link for YouTube. Okay? And what you do is you go across the bar and it'll say resources there at the end. When you get to the resource tab, click on that resource tab. The drop down menu will say YouTube links. Click on YouTube and boom, Bob's your uncle, you're in the YouTube links. That is our resource tab. Okay? Now, go there and watch those videos. When we come back to class next week, I want you to tell me what I'm going to be tatting. I'm not going to have the pattern. You're going to tell me what to do. And you're going to tat it with me. Because when you make a mistake, I'm going to be right here to pick you up and show you what you did. Yeah, 642 is this one, 624 is this one, and 139 is this one. These are the three colors we're going to be using. Thank you, Teresa, for your help. And thank all of you moderators. Everybody give the moderators a great hand. Next week, we are live, folks. Live. We are going public next week. All right, let me switch this to the up position here. All right, let me see. Can I? There we go. All right, now, next week, we go live. That's why I want to wait till next week to start this. I want you guys to get your equipment together. You will need 2 shuttles. I only have one out here. You're going to need 2 shuttles. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to need your pick. if your shuttle doesn't have a pick or a hook on it. Yes, pico gauges, folks. Got to have the pico gauges for this pattern because you want your picos uniform. All right? This pattern and this round robin is going to teach you uniformity. It's going to teach you how to come out of rounds. It's going to teach you how to design. It's going to teach you how to color coordinate. It's going to give you so much knowledge. And the end product is going to be out there for the world to see. And it's going to have everyone's name on it. Because this class is doing the logo, the background, and all. Now, that is one huge accomplishment. It will go down in the history books that this year's class did this. Okay? So, that said, pick your colors. Go through the pattern. If you have any questions, you can't find the video, let us know. We will get back to you with that information. Whatever you need, ask. That's what we're here for. Give us time to get back to you. Pam is on top of things, and she's doing like she's supposed to be doing, but she gets swamped. And when she gets swamped, she can't keep up. So if you ask and she doesn't get back to you, go and ask again. You're not pestering, but do give her time at least to respond the first time. Tasneem, if you use millimeters, then use millimeters. If you make your own, make your own. Just make sure that your picos are uniform. Okay? You don't have to have an actual pico gauge. Don't have to, but you need a pico gauge because you want uniformity. Okay? You can have pieces of cardboard as pico gauge. You can use anything you normally use for your pico gauge. All right? But you want your picos uniform. All right, any other questions? Yes, it's a short class tonight. Just remember, next week we got a big week. Beginners, we do our journals. We start them, get them going. Intermediate, we're going to start this. So the two coincide. You can go to both. Yes, Kaylin, your homework is just to gather your material. Read through the pattern. Know what you're talking about. Understand what you're talking about. All right? This first round, we can't change. That's where we start. The next rounds is where we pick up. Any of you got the cards? Use the cards to come up with 5 different techniques. Okay? Thank you, Pam. If you want to start the rounds, Kaylin, you can. I'm not telling you you can't. But I want you to know this pattern because we got to start adding to it. Because when we do this rounds next week, we got to have something for the next week. So we got to have something to work with after we get through with this the same day. So next Tuesday, I expect to have something to draw from you guys for the next round. All right? So, any questions? Waiting on the questions. How many teachers are there in tatting? Is that what you're saying, Tasneem? There's a lot of teachers. How many techniques are there in tatting? Oh my gosh. I could write books on the techniques. Yes, mail it in by Monday. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what her question is. I'm not sure if she's asking teacher or techniques. Okay, techniques. There's bukus. Bukus of techniques. Okay, techniques. Tasneem, if I listed them all, we'd be here for another hour or two. I mean, there's that many techniques. Some of them are from way back in the day, and some of them have progressed over the years. We've got new ones coming out every day. Yeah. Right, Bernice. Okay, Pam, tell them what they're emailing to you. That way it's in black and white in case they need to refresh. They can come back and see it. By the way, the chat stays with the video. It will not come out when the video comes out tonight. It will be out the next day. They have to go through our chat to make sure it's up to snuff. Yes, Sue's design class could be helpful. And Sue wouldn't hesitate not to help you guys. I'm telling you, she would love to help you guys come up with something. Right. Anything that you want for the next week or the next rows, send it to Pam. Okay? Now, here are your choices: technique, motif, or element. Okay? Same thing you need to know in designing a pattern. What technique, what element, and what direction, everything. If you want to put a medallion in there, we have to know what medallion you want to work with. We have to have permission on anything you want to use if it's not already in the files. So when you request something, give us the name of the pattern and the designer name. I will look in the files. If it's in there, I will post it. If not, Pam will get back to you and let you know we have not got authorization to use it, but we will send off for it. And most people do give me permission to use their stuff, so they know what it's for. Yeah, it is an exciting project because round robins can either be fun or they can be boring. Okay, we're going to make it fun. And all of you are contributing, and you're learning as you contribute. So there you go. So, is there any other questions? You're welcome to look through our files. And if you see something in the files that you like, we'll see if we can add it in. It's all in stitch count when you add things in. Just like that one that I showed you. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff in here. This one here. In order to get all these little motifs, these are motifs here. To get them to play right and get this join with this ring here in the center, my counts had to be right on this chain going around. There's fuzz there. I'm not surprised. Also, it had to join here. You see, so my counts had to be specific in order for this motif here to join the way it's joined, because these were tatted up separate. Okay, so when you want to add a motif, you have to know what you're going to do with it. Okay, how you're going to address it. This will be for both needle and shuttle. Do you start your first rows? You can if you want. You don't have to. I wanted to do mine on video so that the people that are be joining us on the live views will know what we're doing. Okay? But you guys can go ahead and start. Okay, I'm not going to stop you, but what I do on camera is going to be a repeat. However, you might learn a trick on that first little bit that you didn't know. So, your choice. Are you willing to pass up a neat little trick you might learn and get started on the motifs and get on this round robin? Or are you going to wait and see what I got for you? Think about that. I'm sneaky that way. Okay, Anne, that's fine. I want you to use the tool you are comfortable with. All right? Pam can walk us through any technical techniques or motifs or something. She can walk you all through it. I got the basics. That's all you get from me. See? Pam, you know me well enough. I always come up with something neat. So, any questions? Last call. You're welcome, Ann. All of you are so welcome. Now, let's do our housework, as they call it. If you are a subscriber already, click that like button. It makes our algorithm go up. We get better commercials and we draw more money to pay for the website and the things that are necessary to run the classes. If you are not a subscriber, please subscribe. Go to our website at theonlinetattingclass.com. Sign up and register for the classes. Down the road, there's going to be perks because we will be offering memberships to the YouTube channel, and there will be things for those that are members that will be a nice little gifty if you become a member, and it will relate on what level member you are. Okay, it is a way to bring in more resources to keep these classes going. All right, but for now we have super chats, super thanks, and super stickers, and when we go live next week, all of those will be available to everyone. I want to thank our moderators for being here tonight and looking out for everyone and catching all those questions for me when I couldn't see the screen. And I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful week and a wonderful weekend. And I will see you all next Tuesday. And if we can keep this going, we will have our own YouTube address after our first live run. So, everybody, next week we are live. If everything works the way it should, YouTube will give us our own space on YouTube. So there won't be no link. You just will go to the same space every time. So until then, happy tatting. And may all your threads make beautiful lace. Have a great week, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.